Ascend.
Tempest.
Let's do this thing. The boss is watching.
May Baladar stay in the light.
I hear you. Don't work too hard. Quit time. Come on in.
Oh wait, I can also just talk. Huh, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, this is just for a quest. I'm in one of the little goblin robots. Yeah, not much interesting about this. Just doing it because it'll help me get ready for the raid later. Do you remember what you played when you were playing?
Beladar shift in your favor.
Sky, do you remember what you were playing when you played with your friends? Like what class or character you were playing when you played?
Tempest. Tempest.
Yeah, druids are a lot of fun. Just being able to go into different shapes. Yep, Night Elf. That was the first character I played too. When I was little. Feel old now. Hunter is what I would have guessed. Because Hunter is just like a really good first class. Because you have like the pet that does stuff. Yeah, I'm not like old so much age wise. It's like old in like
Tempest.
I've pretty sure I started playing this game like when I was 10. Like the first time I actually saw the game.
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
Tempest.
Ascend.
Tempest.
Elsword? No, it sounds really familiar though. Is that like a Japanese MMO type game?
Tempest.
I'd have to look at it again. There was a time where I was just playing like a bunch of different MMOs. Don't know if I ever played a Korean hack and slash.
trading post. Come see my wares.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is so like I don't know if it was in when you played, but they put in like a trading post where every month they put in like a currency you earn each month, and then you can use it to buy certain special items or things that are rare. I don't have enough for it yet, but I'm definitely going to get that. This is also very cute, but you can't get everything usually. I definitely like the green more than the bronze. This is just dynamite. This is just a skirt. Oh, that's very much a Mad Max looking set. Man, they put a lot of mounts in this time. Just like a copper beetle. Just a lizard pet. And then some gloves similar to what you were wearing last night. Just, bright orange and full gloves instead of just like going through to one of your fingers.
Now
Mhm.
don't you be gone too long.
You got my attention. Off with you.
My druid is kind of mismatched gear right now, so it doesn't look very pretty. Same with my hunter. Paladin's okay. Raid is like a 20 person. At least the raid I'm going to be doing is like the highest level of difficulty for the raid, and it's like a 20-person group that is going in and trying to kill very difficult bosses that require like coordination and people that will perform well, at least initially. So like every year there's a couple new races where or a couple new raids that come out with every like update to the game or big patch. There's new raids added. Those raids, have difficult content that drops gear and stuff. And if you want the best gear, you're doing the hardest version of it. But each time one of the new raids comes out, there's a big race that happens between like the best players and best guilds in the game, which is a lot of fun to watch. But this is me trying to do that same thing they did in the first week and a half of it being available, and I'm on like month 3 or 4 of working on getting to where they already went. Let's see. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's difficult, but it's a lot of fun. Or like I can check and see.
Hey everybody, Adam.
Okay, are you seeing? Okay, so it does work. All right. You're now seeing like a YouTube video screen. And it should go back to the game here in a second. Don't think it worked. Okay, cool. I'm figuring this stuff out. So just to kind of explain how difficult it is. I don't know. It's hard if you haven't really played and done it yourself. Um, like these numbers that are showing on the screen are kind of, it shows like amount of times I've like fought it on the hardest difficulty, and then the amount of times I've actually beaten it on the hardest difficulty. So for like the first boss in the raid, Olgrax, I've died to it 64 times and I've beaten it 25 times on the hardest difficulty. That Olgrax. This guy just real big. This is the other one, like the next boss, Bloodbound Horror, Sikran, Rashanon, Brood Twister, Nexus Princess, Anubarash, and Skyne Spinner, Takaj, and then Queen Ansrak, which is the final boss of this season, or this raid tier. I haven't even gotten to that boss yet. I'm still on this boss, on the hardest difficulty. It is complicated. Like I wish there was an easier way to explain it, but it's they make the hardest difficulty for the people that really want to push themselves. So that's the people that are really really good at the game, and for them it's not complicated. But if you've never played, all of this doesn't make any sense, right? Because this what I'm showing here is like the dungeon journal, the adventurer guide, and it kind of goes through all the stuff that the things do. And this is just the first part of Queen Ansrak has all these abilities, and then they have sub abilities. It's a mess. But because of the holiday, my guild is kind of on a break, so we would be trying to kill that Silken Court, the second to last boss, but they're a lot of the people are busy still and aren't going to be there, so we're just going to do like an easy version.
See, boss cast the acolytes at 25. That's very killable. How much damage do you lose by dying exile?
A lot.
Not fired up died too.
Yeah, I thought Spy Master was gone, right? I mean, not the.
No, he used it
all
right
the
before.
CDs, but...
It was a perfect
Did
dot.
you
That's
go
what-
down?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was literally perfect.
Nice
work,
Fired Up.
It's
You
worse
fucking
than
planned
it.
the shit out of that shit. Lions
I'm
here?
scared I will have aggro.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with these fucking web blades, but I'm
Yeah, what
fucking
the
winning.
fuck was that?
Fucking W.
That was
I
good.
went crazy in that. Waited for 3 to go
I
off
just
the
held
nuke.
W and I won.
Fucking memory in the bucket of that shit. Fucking blow up.
That was nice.
Balloon. I can't hear anything. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Fuck, right now, I will blow you up. I don't give a fuck.
What did I just say, Riku?
What the fuck? Be calm.
Hey, he just called you a car.
Be fun as
Be
Bismos.
Car.
A sub.
Escalante.
Bismos. Gunden Bismos.
Focus up. Let's keep this.
Hoppa, hoppa.
Bismos is grasshopper in Swedish.
Esperinda. Is that spider?
Spin down.
I was pretty close.
Okay, hard
I
soak.
think you were closer with your English one.
Okay, watch waves, waves, waves. Liquefy.
Oh, I just realized I wasn't talking.
And
So this is the world first kill of the last boss of the raid we're doing right now. Not that it's really something that you would be able to like look at and understand. It's just like it's just crazy what they're able to do.
life, make sure we're nice. Okay, okay, make it through.
Rest.
It's fine.
It's all the way at the end.
It's fine. Just do not
Let's
touch
go,
the
let's
essence.
go.
It's fucking
Let's
dead.
relax,
Fucking
guys.
hold on.
And like at this point they are, let's see, raised to world first. It took them 404 tries, like 30 plus people playing and trying to get it done to get that down. So like this is a reaction after on the 404th try when they finally did it. Right now it's at like 2.03% HP. They've got enough people alive to kill it. And there's nothing that's going to like happen here in the next few seconds that would kill the raid. So they're all starting to celebrate. Let me turn it down a bit.
Come on! Okay. Let's go.
they're excited because it's not guaranteed that they're winning, right? They're competing with other people, right? Like it's world first between pretty much the two major guilds are like Liquid and Echo are the guilds, and they're pretty much neck and neck, right? Like the last raid. The last raid was Amir Drasil, and Echo and Liquid were like super close the entire time, like within a couple percent, because these bosses take several days for them to get down, right? Like 404 tries is a lot, but then each of those tries is like maybe they're getting 100 tries, 150 tries a day is how much they're doing it, and they're doing it like all day, every day. Yeah, so if you're seeing here, it's like essentially it is. It's for the when it comes out, like they're all that is placed for like 2+ weeks and are pushing really hard to be the first ones to kill it. Right? Like this is the WODs for those. So it's like the first day it comes out, it's like these VODs have been cut, but like 11.5 hours, 12 hours of them just playing and playing and playing. It actually looks like they might have done even more than that. It's hard to tell. Because there's all things they can do. Yeah. But as someone who doesn't want to do that, because that's a lot of work, it's fun because you can just watch on it and kind of spectate. Because you can see as they get close when they're like struggling for 8 hours, and then they finally get the boss down. Or when they like go to sleep and wake up in the morning, because one of the guilds is based in North America, the other one's based in Europe. So they like raid at different times. So it's like there's this sort of conflict that happens where people in North America, they have to call it a night at like midnight at 1 o'clock if they want to be able to wake up at a reasonable time, be rested, and continue again the next day. So it's like they have to call it a night without killing the boss. And then the next day they wake up and the Europe team is ahead of them again. So they have to get caught up, try and get it killed before they call it a night. And you kind of leapfrog back and forth. It creates a lot of tension. I don't know. It's just something that's fun to watch. Yeah, but like it's an endurance thing, right? Like this raid, there were 12 days. So if they stayed up all night, like 1, 2, 3 days in a row, okay, maybe. But after that, they're just fried. So like they have to get as much as they can done, and then like they have to take a break so that they can keep up a good pace for the entire time. I know. But they get a lot of money. They get a lot of ad revenue. They get paid to play a video game at a very high level. Whereas I just kind of play and have fun. When you said my character was a fox. I thought you were talking about like the fox race, which is something I've definitely thought about changing one of my characters into because I think they look pretty cool. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, you don't have them right off the bat. You have to unlock them. It shouldn't be too hard. It should be like once you hit level 40, you can unlock them. They aren't Alliance though, so you'd have to have a level 40 Horde character. Whereas you were a Night Elf on the Alliance side, it sounded like. So it's like I could become a fox, could become like a troll. I've also been thinking about becoming like an orc because they have like big shoulders. They look good in the shaman armor. I would never be a Tauren. I just don't think they look very good. Like they're really big, but they're just don't like them as much. And then there's like the earthen, which are just kind of like stone golem dwarves. Right, they're metal, or their skin stuff is all metal. Yeah, like I'd play with you if you played, but it's the stuff I do, like would be difficult for you to do, and I don't know if it'd be any fun. Oh, it's like one of those things. I could also be a panda. I just don't know if I want to be a panda. Yeah, I mean, the game is a lot more fun when you have people to play it with, is the thing. Because right at the start of this expansion, which was in August, I had like people I was playing with up until Path of Exile 2 came out. And then the group I was playing with kind of like took a break. So hopefully they're back soon. Because it's so much more fun to play with them. And then there's my guild, who are all seem like pretty good people. But if I were to play Volpera, I think I'd go the female. What of these fur colors do you like? I think I like the red. The red or the white? Yeah, the red or white. And then ears. Right now they're scruffy. So they could be like full desert, sharp, vigilant, relaxed, curled, scarred, scarred, uneven. Yeah, it's uneven. And then calm. Yeah, you like the uneven look? And then face. Sort of like the white around the eyes. Because this is full red. I think I like this one. I also sort of like this one. Yeah, you like the little diamond on the forehead? Right, and then for the snout, can do long, flat, blunt, round, sharp, short. Can't really see from that side. Long, flat, blunt, round, sharp, short. I think round or short. Yeah, it's just kind of a little bit softer. Then eye color. So there's the red. Heterochromia, like blue in one, brown in the other. Purple, light blue. Sort of like the green. And then there's this, where it's blue in one side and this amber in the other. But I was sort of feeling the green. Which one do you think, the green or the multicolor? Or the blue? All right. And then we can have her be blind in one eye, or both, or just full vision. I like the blue. And then earrings or no earrings? Okay. And then we can kind of pick the patterns on the fur. There's like a desert, forest, which kind of has these little markings, or plains. That was kind of what I was thinking too. Alright, so that's what it looked like before, but now it's a fox. Yeah, I like the Volpera. They're still pretty new to the game, so like I hadn't changed my character to it, but I've been wanting to for a while. I like that when they jump, they can do little flips. You're welcome. Like this is something you were able to do as a night elf too. They can do the front flips, but other classes don't. And I like the front flips for sure. Oh, and while that peafowl mount we were looking at is sort of a phoenix, there's our actual phoenix mounts. And then there's Pandaren phoenixes.
Tempest.
Yeah, the way they cast spells is pretty cool too.
Ascend.
Tempest. 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 Tempest.
Tempest is it's something that I have an add-on that's just telling me when it procs, because it's like important for me to use well as like my class. I'm a shaman, so every time I spend see this blue bar here. That's my Maelstrom bar.
Ascend.
So when I spin
Tempest.
Maelstrom, it charges up, and once I've spent enough, it gives me a Tempest proc, which is just like a call, just a really powerful thunder strike
Tempest.
from the sky. So like, see if we're right now I have Tempest, so if I cast it, you'll see
Tempest.
this big thing just kind of crash down from the sky and hit people. So I have an add-on that whenever it pops up, it announces it just so that I know. I don't have to look down here. I can pay attention to what the enemies are doing. It's not super important for
Ascend.
most things.
Tempest. Tempest.
But I was trying to do harder content, and it's helpful to not have to be
Tempest.
looking at my screen so much.
Tempest.
But I like Elemental Shaman, which is the class I play as my main right now, because it looks cool, right? When you have all this lightning going on, right? Like,
Ascend.
and then you
Tempest.
randomly proc an Ascendance and turn into big Elemental.
Tempest. Tempest.
And then, like, when I have my Ascendance button
Ascend.
up, I'm gonna do it on command.
Tempest. 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 Tempest.
Ascend.
Tempest. Tempest.
Ascend.
But yeah, sorry. Sometimes it's just a fun game to play. So sometimes even just hitting training dummies can be fun, just to practice. I don't know if this transmog looks as good as it did on my goblin, because it's red on red. No. No.
May your feet find good trails.
So what are you up to? Nice. Is it like a tattoo competition show, or is it just like a tattoo appreciation show? Ink Master's the competition, right? I think. Cool. Never watched it, but it seems like because they actually tattoo real people, right? It's not like they're just doing. Yeah, I mean, they always make those shows more dramatic than it needs to be, but yeah, that's like the part that would be interesting watching people that are really good at it come up with art. Hopefully that makes the person getting that tattoo happy and rates highly with the judges. But I actually have to go for a bit, but I'll be back in like 40 minutes or so to do the raid. Bye bye.